Thanks, Michael. Hello, gentlemen. Yunus, I think this question is probably for you first. The U.S. men's team has played a lot of games since the World Cup last year, but at least from the outside, this stretch this fall with these two friendlies and the upcoming Copa America qualifiers feels a little different. It feels a little bigger, and I wonder if it does for you guys too. Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, since the World Cup, we've had some huge games like the Nations League, for example. So that was definitely a big game, playing in that final. And then now it's just, in the process of, getting to play against different kinds of teams, all of that, in the process of us trying to get better. So these two games, hopefully, we're going to go out there and try and get better from them.
Next will be Kyle Bond from the Sporting News.
Thank you, Michael. Yunus, this is for you. Tell me about your first season here with your new club and playing with an international teammate as well. How has that been, getting to be at a club team with an international teammate and now coming back to the international duty and having a familiar face there?
Yeah, it's definitely really nice to have someone like Christian at the club. It's a privilege to be playing with him for the national team and at the club now as well. And it's nice to see him day in, day out, week in, week out, playing against top teams all the time, and just seeing his quality, all the time, and also being able to bond off the field as well. It's really nice.
Next will be Jeff Carlisle from ESPN FC. I think we lost you, Jeff.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Michael. Hi, guys. My question for Yunus.
That's nice.
You spent most of it seems like you spent most of your time with the U.S. playing a little bit in an advanced midfield role, and I noticed in the Champions League game against Dortmund you were dropped a little deeper. In what ways do you kind of have to tweak your game when the demand on what you're supposed to give the team change a little bit, especially maybe if it's a little bit more defensive?
Yeah, it changes a bit because when you're receiving the ball deeper and you're starting the build up, I feel like it's an area of the field where it's delicate, so you have to try and play simple. So I have to simplify my game and try and play simple, 1 or 2 touch. Obviously, you're not in the pockets as you are when you're playing higher. So you're close to the goal and you're trying to play simple, 1 or 2 touch. People pressing you from behind, and defensively, also I feel like it's a more of a role that you're not pressing high because you're not high up the pitch, but you're closing lines, helping the centre backs, things like that.
Next will be Stephen Goff from the Washington Post.
Question for you, Joe. As someone who's entrenched in German football at large, not just with your club, but what are some of your observations of the national team there? Some of the struggles they've gone through, and maybe the perception in the public of the German national team heading into Euros next year, and obviously this friendly with you guys this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know they're a world-class team. They have such good players who play in all the best leagues in Europe, and I think they definitely did go through a difficult period in the World Cup and now after, but now they have a new coach, maybe new ideas. He was the coach of Bayern Munich, which most of the players on their national team play there, so yeah, I think they're just going to be, different, maybe come out with more energy because that's what their coach definitely implies a lot, so yeah, I mean, for us, it's definitely a learning process to play against some of the best teams, and we're just going to give it our all. And for them going into the Euros, it's not my concern what they do, but I know they're definitely a good team.
Okay, thanks.
Next will be Doug McIntyre from Fox.
Thanks, Michael. Hi, guys. Thanks for doing this. Joe, you're one of a number of guys on this roster that either currently play in Germany or have played there in the past. What does that do for you guys to face Germany's national team? I mean, it's obviously an honor anytime you play for your country, but playing it against, the place where you live, where you're a professional, what does that add that's extra? And Yunus, I don't know that you're such a worldly guy. You've lived and played in a bunch of different places. correct me if I'm wrong, but I think last week against Dortmund was the first time we played against a German team. Is there anything you take from that match that'll help you on Saturday? Thanks, guys.
Okay. Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely a lot of us, play in Germany, so definitely gives more maybe of a special feeling because maybe some of our teammates play on the German national team. I know I spoke to Jonas Hoffman a couple times, and it just, of course, we both want to beat each other so bad. Just a little. Obviously, he's not on my team now, but it just definitely gives you a better feeling in the locker room with a bunch of German guys where you can kind of, brag and stuff like this. So it's definitely would be an amazing feeling to obviously win this game.
A total of 9 players on this current roster who are either playing in the Bundesliga or have Bundesliga experience. Next will be Seth Vertelny from Pro Soccer Wire.
Thanks, Michael. This one's for Joe. Joe, I'm wondering how you assess the first couple months of your season at Gladbach, and also just take us through that goal on Friday. What do you see? What did you see on that, and what do you think that could do for you kind of moving forward with your club this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a good season so far. I mean, we have a bunch of new players on our team, so yeah, we know we're definitely going through a change. We know it's definitely going to be a difficult season for us, but so far, it's looking good. I'm really happy with the start of my season, and yeah, for the goal, I mean, I know, yeah, I came in as a sub, so we were down 2-1, and the best thing you could do, I guess, is definitely score. So when I got the ball in the middle, I knew, there was just one thing on my mind, pretty much just to shoot the shot, and yeah, when it went in, I was, of course, so happy.
Next will be Charlie Bone from MLSsoccer.com.
Hey guys, thanks for speaking with us today. I have one for each of you. I hope that's okay. First, Yunus, I wanted to ask about how you and Weston and kind of the relationship you have in the center midfield changes when you say don't have Tyler Adams, like right now, available, versus when you maybe have Gio Reyna, who we may see in this camp. Just kind of those different partnerships that you've had in the center. And then for Joe, I want to ask if you could take a little stock of, I know you have plenty more to do in your career, but it's been quite a ride so far from NYCFC's academy. Looking back, it always seems like you were ahead of the schedule, and I just wonder if you could reflect a little bit on your journey to this point.
Yeah. For me, it's always nice to play with players like Weston, Tyler, Gio in the middle. It's really fun. They make it a lot easier for me. So, like you mentioned, playing with Tyler gives you that security behind you defensively and offensively as well. Is really tidy player. He works so hard and like recovers a lot of balls, So I definitely miss him in the middle. And playing with Gio, different characteristics. He's so good receiving in tight areas on the ball, up high in the pitch. Can dribble past a lot of guys. He's strong. He's can defend as well now. So yeah, it's fun to play with both of them, man.
Yeah, and yeah, like you said, coming from NYCFC to Gladbach now, yeah, I definitely think it's been a crazy journey. I didn't play really in the MLS. I think I maybe played 5 games or something, but to be able to go from there and then to Gladbach's second team for that half season, and then now to the first team for the last 3, it's definitely been a wild journey, like you said, and yeah, I think just working hard definitely pays off. I know a lot of people say that, so I think just from working from NYCFC and not giving up when I wasn't playing to now it all paying off really, yeah, it's good.
Next will be Ryan Talmadge from Goal.com.
Thank you, Michael. This one's for Yunus. At the time of the last camp, you were kind of easing your way into playing minutes at AC Milan and kind of adjusting to your new life at that new club. And since then, you've been playing big minutes. You've been getting starts in big games and kind of figuring out where you stand with the club. Just for you, what has this last month been like as you've kind of taken a step up with Milan, and what has the adjustment period been like for you on the field and off the field as you've kind of gotten used to your new surroundings?
Yeah, I feel like for me, things in Milan were like, I knew I had to be patient when I got there, and then all of a sudden things happened really fast. Where all of a sudden I was coming on for more minutes, and then I was starting in different roles and getting confidence from the manager, the fans, the team, and yeah, things went really fast there. And I started starting a few games, and I can't say that it's not like ideal for me. Like, this is so fun to be playing so many games and now getting game time, winning games. Yeah, it's been really fun, a very fun process. I'm enjoying being at the new club as well. So I just want to carry on doing well and try and get as many minutes as possible.
We have 2 more questions, and we'll continue with Simone Sandre from Gazzetta dello Sport.
Yeah, this is for Yunus. Following up on the same question is, you basically, not only you show a lot of versatility, but you also became quickly a fan favorite in Milan. I guess, did you expect to make such a quick impact? And also, what's your early impression of Pioli as a head coach? Thank you.
Yeah. So for me, when I was coming, obviously, I feel like every player will agree. You want to come in, starting games all the time, scoring goals, and then just shine at the beginning, you know. But yeah, I mean, I had to be patient. I thought I had to be even more patient than I've been. Like, I didn't expect to be starting so many games like right now, to be honest with you. So yeah, as I said, with patience, things come, and I'm happy that things came quickly and everything. And yeah, the manager's been helping me a lot as well. He's helping me adapt to the system, the different roles, and ultimately helping me to become a better player. You know, that's one of the ultimate goals. So I'm really happy with the coach.
Our last question goes to Andrew Jones.
Thanks, Michael. First for Joe, can you talk about the goal celebration after you scored that terrific goal on Saturday, as well as the relationship, the bond that he's had with you, and you playing almost in the New York area? If you have any, or at least a good bit of family or friend support coming up. And Yunus, can you talk about that wild scene on Saturday? And if you have a Olivier Giroud jersey right now with him being the goalkeeper, and if Christian was going to be playing goalkeeper possibly in that wild win in January.
Yeah, I think to start with the goal celebration, I mean, I know a lot of people like to say that I'm just like a defender, mostly this and that, and compared to my first season where I was more attacker, so I definitely like to get that goal so people obviously see that I can still attack. It's not just all defense. You know, my first message was from Yunus saying congrats.
Yeah.
And then, with the New York area, with my relationship with Jonas Hoffman, I played with him for 2 seasons, and he was always my right winger, so we definitely have a close bond. And yeah, he's definitely off the field, amazing guy, amazing person. So I'm definitely happy to see him now over here in the U.S., especially in Connecticut. And then for, like you said, the New York area, it's definitely nice to have a game where a bunch of my family can come. I think I have about 25 people coming, so definitely super excited for them all to see the game, and especially because it's against Germany. You know, they know most of the players just because I go against them in the league, so it's definitely going to be a special game.
Yeah, and for me, the game on Saturday was definitely the craziest game I've been a part of. I've never experienced such thing, and to come away with a win was amazing. Because when we got the red card and Giroud had to go and goal, and we had the free kick so close to the box, I was part of the wall and everything. I was just hoping, after all this hard work, to come away with a draw would be like losing, you know. So like winning with Oli in the goal, making some saves as well, and being a great keeper, it made things even better. And after the game, we were all just so happy to be playing football. Like, you know, you get moments like these, and it was amazing. It was just an amazing win.